and we are talking about all things summer vacation today. Marcus is checking our Wi-Fi. We're on the wrong Wi-Fi.
We're on the wrong Wi-Fi, so we'll switch it over. We'll start the intro and see where we end up at when we come back.
I gotta know, when can we do this again?
All right.
Okay.
Hopefully
we have 5x5.
stable.
I don't know. We'll see.
We just got it switched over to the right Wi-Fi.
Let us know if you're in the chat.
We're always like rushing to be here on Sunday. We're always doing a million things. The weekends are busy, but this is our last day of spring break. We opted not to go anywhere for spring break this year. Kind of opted. We were supposed to go to Minnesota, but this guy ended up getting a ear infection and a sinus infection.
I showed you about it.
Yeah, you're on an antibiotic and it's getting better, but it was probably a smart choice not to be on an airplane, and we weren't sure like if we were going to get sick. So we just had a very, very chill spring break here at home in Colorado, which was really nice.
And I watched the stingray.
Yes, we went to the Denver Zoo.
Mm-hmm.
And then he lost his stingray. It was
And we
very
found
traumatic, but then we found it.
And I got Japanese taught.
Yeah, we went to some cool gift shops in Denver. So if you follow us on Instagram, you probably have seen like our stories and stuff. So I try and like always keep our Instagram up to date. So yeah.
Kay is here. She can hear us, I hope.
Awesome. Yeah.
And
let us know.
Ethan is here.
Hear
Uncle Ethan.
So,
welcome.
Hey. Thanks for hopping on, guys. So yeah, so we had just like a super, super chill spring break here at home. It was really nice. Normally we travel. I feel like we kind of alternate. Like one year we travel, 1 year we don't.
Mm-hmm.
Spring break's always like, it feels like it's such a hit or miss time of the year with like cold and flu season. So this year we just said, you know what, we're just gonna stay home because we have a really big summer planned.
Really big summer.
So, and that's been a lot of what we've been doing over the spring break is kind of like firming up our summer vacation plans. So while we didn't have any travel or anything super exciting going on over spring break, we've been looking forward to the summer. And now the spring break is coming to a close. It feels like we're really, really close to summer now. We've just kind of got this like last little like crunch of the school year to get through, and then summer is going to be here. And so we've like gone back and forth with different things and trying to figure it all out, but we have a pretty epic summer stacked up. So we've got Disneyland at the beginning of the summer, and then since we're going to be out in California, in Anaheim, we're going to drive up and do a couple days in Burbank and go to Universal Studios Hollywood, which we haven't been to Universal Studios parks in like a while.
Long time.
Yeah. So we're really excited to do that. And the big reason we're doing that is because of the new Super Mario World. Yeah.
And I've been playing Super Mario on my DS.
Yeah, Wally's been playing lots of Mario. And the new Super Mario movie comes out here in the next couple weeks.
Yeah.
So I was definitely like a Nintendo kid. I grew up playing lots and lots and lots of Mario. So we're super excited to go do the Super Mario parks. And then we're home for a little bit. And then we're doing like a whole road trip through the Midwest. And that's mostly just to like visit family, but we do have some like really fun activities lined up for the Midwest as well. And then we're going to end the summer in Orlando. We're going to do a week-long cruise on the Fantasy, and then make our way up to Disney World and do a little bit of the parks, but more like Disney World.
Yep.
I think we're going to make it into all 4 parks, but we're only doing a 2-day park ticket. And then we're going to do a special event at Epcot. Mm-hmm. And then hopefully we're going to get tickets for the DVC Moonlight Magic event at Animal Kingdom. So we'll hopefully make it into all 4 parks, but we're really only going to pay for a 2-day park ticket and then pay for the Epcot.
Well, and one of the main reasons was the park tickets are just so
They're
expensive.
So expensive.
And even when you go from a 2-day to a 3-day to even a 4-day, you're not really going down that much per day.
Until you get to a 5-day ticket that the price really goes down. And we've, this will be our first time visiting the parks in a very long time that we haven't had an annual pass. Yeah, I don't know why you have this up here. What is this from? It's like a bomb pop box. I don't know why that's up here.
Yeah.
But yeah, we haven't been back to Disney World to do the parks since our annual passes expired.
Yep.
So when we were there last June, we were still annual pass holders. And we were there until the very last day that our annual passes expired. And then we made the decision not to renew. Just because we knew we weren't going to be doing as much Disney World. So this kind of feels like it's a summer of like all the Disney things before we kind of like transition to. So we're doing a lot of Disney, but then I honestly don't know the next time we'll be back to the Disney parks.
Yes, you said that. Like we don't currently have anything scheduled.
I don't think we do. So I think we've got, Disneyland, Disney World this summer. And then beyond that, we do have some more cruises planned. We have some more road trips planned. I have a document where I put all of the vacations and things we want to take for the next, until he graduates high school. So for the next 15-ish years.
Poor Wally's life's planned out.
But we know we want to do some really big trips in the future. We want to make it to Europe and we want to make it to Asia. And we kind of are planning that out.
I really want to go to Ireland.
He really wants to go to Ireland.
And I think it would be fun to go to Ireland on St. Patrick's Day.
That would be really cool, but I don't know that we're going to be able to make that happen. That would be a difficult time of the year to go visit Ireland for us with school schedules. Maybe we'll see. Maybe we can go for spring break someday. So this is kind of our last big Disney summer.
Yep.
So we thought it'd be fun to talk about what are we most excited about as we're counting down to summer, as we're looking forward to these summer vacations, the things that are going to kind of carry us through springtime. Spring is my least favorite season. I hate the weather.
It's the doldrums of spring.
It's so
and out here in Colorado we have false spring, which we're in right now, where it's really nice, and then it's gonna snow again.
Well, the first part of this week it was 70.
Yeah.
And then it got really cold and windy, very windy. And now it's in the 40s.
And it stays windy till June.
And it's gonna be on and off, sunny, rainy, cold, windy. It'll be this all through March and April.
Yep.
And we'll get these beautiful days, and then we'll get just cold, snow, rain, wind, all the things. So spring is just not my favorite time of the year. It just feels very bipolar. Pick a season and stay there. And I feel we go between summer, winter, summer, winter, summer, winter, summer, winter. So spring's my least favorite time. It's also a really, really busy time for me at work. And just kind of that countdown to summer. So having big
summer plans,
it really helps kind of carry us through this time of the year.
And this is truly the perfect time. I mean, bookings haven't fully booked up yet. But after this point, after spring break, everyone starts to switch into summer mode. So you're going to want to get there. You're going to want to activate summer mode as soon as possible.
Yeah. We just had, we have a reservation in Disney World for DVC, and DVC is interesting. So with DVC, you can book 11 months out at your home resort. So wherever you own your points, you can book 11 months out. And then everywhere else you can book 8 months out. 7 months out.
Yeah.
And so once the 7-month window opens up, the availability becomes far less. And so we're trying to really solidify things up before it got too far, too close. And then we put in some wait lists. And so actually this morning or just right before the stream, we got on and noticed that one of our wait lists had come through. So we had a room booked at Wilderness Lodge at Boulder Ridge, and we had waitlisted Boardwalk and Beach Club to try and be closer to like Epcot Hollywood Studios, and our Boardwalk waitlist actually came through,
which is awesome.
But it's always so like it's so conflicting because one of the things we really love when we go to Disney World is resort hopping, because there's so many awesome resorts, there's so many awesome pools, there's so many like great restaurants and fun things to do outside of the park. And so it's always a really, really hard decision. Like, where do we want to stay? And so we like had these wait lists in because we're like, okay, we know that's the part of the trip we want to do. We're going to do Epcot and we're going to do Hollywood Studios. So it'd be really, really nice to be closer to that. But then when our wait list came through, then we're kind of like, I don't know.
Like, we want to switch or not.
Want to stay? Do we want to go to Boardwalk or we want to stay?
What do you guys think in the chat? Should we stay at Boardwalk?
Or should we move back to?
Should we move back to Boulder Ridge?
We were kind of excited about Boulder Ridge because they're just remodeling those rooms, and they remodeled the like our favorite secret spot at Disney World, the Waltz like train lounge, the Carroll Road Pacific lounge got new furniture, and so we haven't stayed at Boulder Ridge. We've only stayed at Boulder Ridge one night.
Yeah, actually, literally one night.
And we got in super late. Like, I think we got to our room at like 2 and then we were out the next morning. 8 or 10. And so we've really only barely stayed at Boulder Ridge, and now the rooms are all updated, so it's beautiful. But we'd like to go to Wilderness a lot and visit the Carroll Road Pacific Lounge. So I don't know. It's like it's tortured because the pool at Wilderness Lodge is also amazing. They have an awesome splash pad. But they just redid the pool at Boardwalk not too long ago, transformed it to the roller coaster pool. Yes, so it doesn't have the scary clown anymore. And
sorry about that. That was my phone.
And they also are redoing the rooms there as well. And then it's like walking distance from Epcot, and it's walking distance to Hollywood Studios. So I don't know. It's always a hard decision. So what I thought would be fun is just to kind of break it down. And then we do have a friend who's down at Disney right now. We asked them to hop on if they can, but it's always so hard when you're in Disney to like give up time to do anything other than just be.
We understand.
That's awesome, buddy. That's really cool. Look at all of his scales. He's got crazy scales with all kinds of stickers. Okay, so we're going to go through each of the places we're going, and I want to know what you're most excited to do in each.
Okay.
Because we've had a lot of news come out.
And Wally, he's going to tell us too.
Yeah, we've had a lot of news come out in the last couple of weeks. I don't even know if Wally knows all the news.
No, he doesn't.
My ears are definitely like a piece of the news that I'm very excited about.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So what are you most excited to do in Disneyland? So when we're in California, when we're in Disneyland, what are you most excited to do?
I want to ride. I'm most excited to ride the Incredible ride and Big Thunder.
And Big Thunder? Okay. Well, I'm most excited, and you might be changing your answer, Wally. I'm most excited for the new Toontown that's reopened.
Yeah, they just reopened Toontown.
That is my third one.
That's your third one. So what are you most excited about? Incredicoaster, Big Thunder, and then Toontown?
Yeah.
Okay, in that order.
I'm excited for the new. By the way, they like your fish. Wally K likes your fish.
Yeah. It's a good looking fish.
I'm excited to see you play in the new play area at Disneyland because they have Walt's Dreaming Tree installed.
Yeah, it's so cool.
They have Walt's Dreaming Tree that they installed in Disneyland. Yeah,
I'm excited for that. I'm excited for the
it's kind of like the Boneyard,
the Chip and Dale roller coaster.
Yeah,
I think it's still called Gadgets Go Coaster, because it always was Gadget.
Let me look at the.
But they've like it's in Toontown, and so Gadget is in Chip and Dale Rescue Rangers.
Yeah, I love it.
Yeah, that's one of your favorite shows. And so they put
Chip and Dale Rescue Rangers.
I don't know if that's exactly how the theme song goes.
Chip and Dale Rescue Rangers.
Sometimes, right? Isn't that how it goes?
Yeah.
some crimes.
Yeah, Chippendale's Gadget Coaster.
Yeah, Gadget Coaster.
Which I gotta love. Maybe I just need to update the app, but the Disneyland app.
Oh, you're not gonna see
now
that.
I'm gonna be able to see that with the green screen. Okay, let me fix that a second. Take the green screen off. None. There we go.
There we go.
So there's wait times in the middle of the field at Disneyland in the green space. They try. Maybe the Disneyland app will update some point.
Yeah, I know. I don't think because they don't have the rest of the land like on the map yet.
No.
Because that's like, but what are the wait times for?
That's for Gadget Coaster.
Right, but what are the other ones?
That's to see Mickey.
Oh, to meet Mickey.
And then this is Runaway Railway.
And is that to meet Pete? Oh, that's Cartoon Spin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pete's just out and about.
Okay.
Pete?
Yeah, they're gonna Pete there to meet. And I'm excited about
Pete?
they have the
Pete.
the picnic baskets too. And that looks super, super fun. So I really think I'm most excited for Toontown.
It's
and
Goofy's
to
How to
get-
Play Yard.
Yeah, that looks really cool. Just everything. That's I think the
I
first place
can't
I want to
wait
go when we
for
get in
that.
there. That's what I'm most
I
excited
can't
Oh,
wait
some more
to-
people hopped on.
I
Hey,
know, yeah.
Sarah.
Sarah's
Welcome
here.
on.
We're
Hey.
gonna spend some time with Sarah this
Why
week.
they
Yes,
shut
it was great to
Toontown
meet you
down?
guys.
'Cause people were getting hot.
Well, because they built Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway ride there, and so then they did a bunch of work to kind of refurbish and like do some cool stuff into
And some people will
apparently while he watches
Yeah.
all the TPM vids.
Yes, people will getting hot.
Okay.
In the Donald thing, people will going into the balls and then
They're getting
hitting
hurt.
their head
Oh,
on
okay.
the bottom, and on the Chippendale Bounty House. I don't know how they got hot in the Chippendale Bounty House, but somehow people got hot in the Chippendale.
Yeah.
Apparently.
So that is why they shut Toontown down.
Wally, say hi to Andy and Peter.
It
Say
used-
hi. Can you say hi to Andy and Peter?
Hi, Andy and Peter. It used to be. It used to have the old. There was an old Mickey.
There was an old Mickey's house that you can meet Mickey.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and there was a couple of old things. What probably they took away.
I don't even know how long has it been closed. The last time I remember going into Toontown was when we were there for the
Long
60th.
time ago, yeah.
I don't
Yeah.
even think
Yeah.
I don't think it was open when we took him when he like
I don't
No.
think so.
in what would that have been 2017 when we went with him for the first time. I think
Yeah.
we went with him in 2017 and then we went in 2020.
Yeah.
And I know it wasn't open.
It
in
definitely
2020,
was open in 2020, yeah.
but I don't think it was open in 2017. I don't know. Leave it in the leave a comment if you know
Yeah.
when Toontown actually shut down for refurbishment
Yeah,
in Disneyland because I don't know.
it's sad how they got rid of some of those things, but I get why they did because people were getting hot. And Walt Dream was I want a thing where nobody get hurt.
Yeah, he
So
wanted to build a place where people could come and have fun, right? Not get hurt.
yeah, so
Yeah.
probably that is why Toontown shut down.
Probably.
But probably the new one will be a real battle and nobody will get hurt.
We'll see.
And
Hopefully.
and
You're
I
pretty good at getting hurt.
I will get yeah, I probably will be the only one that get hurt. But I done it many more times than you.
Yeah. But you really love doing all the rides that are unique to Disneyland too. Like he loves the Incredicoaster. And do you like Big Thunder better in Disneyland or Disney World?
I like the one battle with the smoke and fire.
Yeah, the one in Disneyland. It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
So,
So we're gonna go to the one with Dindy Wind.
mhm. We're gonna go
Oh
to Disneyland.
yeah.
Whoa, whoa,
Yeah,
whoa,
yeah,
whoa,
yeah.
whoa.
There we go.
There we go. Big Thunder. Ah! Put your arms up. Ah!
That
Go.
one.
Yeah, like go.
That
Go.
one. It goes up
Mhm.
in that little cave. Remember how that little cave was blowing up? They made fire in that one,
Mhm. It's really cool.
but they don't. The train goes faster up in the other one
You think it is?
Yeah.
Hmm.
because there's no fire.
Oh.
And when there's fire, they have to throw that thing down in
Got
the
it.
clean all
See.
the fire.
Interesting. All right.
Mhm.
Okay, Wally. So what are you most excited to do or to see when we go to Universal Hollywood? Like when we go and see Super Mario World? Because let's
Why
be
is it
honest, that's
only
probably what
one
we're going to do
dog?
the entire day we're there.
I'll take that,
But
buddy.
then
I don't
only
even know what
one
that's
dog.
from. What do you think? What are you most excited about in Universal Hollywood?
Hmm.
What are you most excited about for Super Mario World?
I'll tell you what I'm most excited about. There's a Mario Kart ride, right?
No,
Uh-huh.
You put the
After-
goggles on.
I just saw a bit ad one about it, and I watched the video too, and I found out that there's little thing on it
Yeah, there's
Wait.
power-up bricks, aren't there?
with,
You put your band on.
and you go,
Yep.
What?
yeah.
What?
I'm excited about that. I'm excited
I'm
to do
excited too.
the
What?
power up bands and like do all the interaction.
Okay.
Yeah.
And there's like different things you can unlock where like little like pictures and stuff will come up.
Yeah.
And then you can you can also try and find Bowser's keys, and there's 3 keys hidden in the land. And if you find all 3 of Bowser's keys, you
Ooh.
like unlock an extra secret thing. So I'm excited about that, and I'm really excited about
I want to,
Toadstool Cafe.
Yes.
but
I haven't even seen any of the food from there, just the name of it.
I've looked through the menus. There's definitely things we can eat. Definitely with food allergies, we can't eat as much as we would be able to without.
I
but
think
there's some good stuff.
we have to go the whole thing and make sure we find all 3.
Mhm.
I think we're gonna have to like do some research before we go because
But
it feels a little overwhelming because there's so much to do in
Yeah.
that land.
Yeah.
And I mean, to be honest, I don't
And
know that we'll
can
do
I
much
tell you
more in
something?
Universal.
Yeah.
well, they were building Disneyland.
Mhm.
Well, they're putting the new plan to it. The Harry Potter bot open.
Yeah, the Harry Potter park is open there too.
No, the Harry Potter park opened right when they were putting the newer plan to Disneyland.
Okay, it opened at the same time they were doing updates to Disneyland.
And then they needed to hurry up, and then they needed to change some things to make. And what the thing was happen? They opened the thing one by one.
Oh.
So like the birdie.
So wait, there's a Harry Potter area of Hollywood Studios or not Hollywood,
Universal Hollywood. Yeah, we've been
Okay,
there.
okay.
He's been there. That's the only Harry Potter park he's been to.
Oh.
They only have
Oh my gosh, I did it again.
they only have the Hogwarts Castle ride and Hogsmeade. So they don't, or Diagon Alley. Sorry, they only have Diagon Alley and Hogwarts there. They don't have the Escape from. No, sorry. Oh my gosh, they only have Hogsmeade and Hogwarts Castle in Universal Hollywood,
Got it.
and then Universal Orlando has Diagon Alley and
Okay.
Escape from Gringotts
Okay.
and Hagrid's motorbike ride.
Got it.
They don't have that in Universal Hollywood.
No.
But which one was the one what opened on that time?
I think the one in Universal opened before.
Are we going to
Hollywood.
do
So
Jurassic Park?
Are you gonna do the Jurassic Park
Amanda,
ride?
Are you going to do the Jurassic Park ride?
the Mind Gold train.
Yeah.
That was in the new update.
Oh yes, that was like the same time.
Yeah, that
You point
you.
with the wrong finger.
Wrong
there,
finger.
Wally.
If you're going to point, use 2 fingers.
2 fingers. That's the Disney way. Point with 2 fingers.
There you go.
There you go.
that actually that would. So the park didn't have that many rides at the time when it opened. So they thought we need to make a plan. So they had planned it the park, but then a fail happened or something.
You watched
We're
too
getting a
many of these
history
videos.
lesson today.
I know.
A
Well, hey,
fail
we're
happened.
talking about we're talking about what we want to do when we go there.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
Okay.
Actually-
Last thing. This is your last thing.
It's you will going to Disneyland before the new update happened. There will not be that many rides. It will
Okay.
not be that fun.
Thank
Okay.
you for that
All
share,
right.
So
buddy.
when they
Appreciate it.
updated it,
Now
that
it's
would-
much better.
now it like
Okay. I think you're talking about
they
when they were
made-
building
they
New
made-
Fantasyland.
yeah
Yeah.
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 I watched a lot of TV and movies.
Okay. All right, Wally, what are you most
TV
excited
and
about
movies.
for our cruise? What are you most excited about for our cruise?
So you gotta preface what we're doing. We're doing a cruise on the Disney Fantasy.
We're going on the Disney Fantasy.
Yep.
And it's going to be during their
What is it?
25th
anniversary.
which was confirmed to us today.
What is the?
What?
It was confirmed to us today. They have 20 special things going
Oh,
on.
yeah.
So,
We
learned
our
that.
travel agent, when she called in to check some things with like our food allergies and book our shuttle and do some other things. Can't remember what. But she asked about that and they let us know when the 25th anniversary fireworks are going to be.
Yep.
You sit up, buddy.
But
So we have
What
a
do you-
date and plan for those.
So what are you most excited about for our
the
cruise?
the teacher.
The kids club. You said they can't see you. You sit up. They can't see you.
Let's see if I have a.
I think we have a
Oh,
cruise.
well, you need one.
If not, I'll go find one.
I don't think we have a cruise one. Wally, can you sit up?
So do
please?
Wally you need.
Nope.
Sit up. Come here.
Oh, you didn't show
I don't think
me.
we have a cruise one. We've got Disneyland. So what are you most excited to do on the cruise? What did you just say? You said the
Do they have what type of water slide?
well, this is the one that has the aqua duck. At the dunk. But it's
The
like
duck.
the aqua mouse.
But
It
it
just
goes-
doesn't have like the cartoon screens. It's just more of like a water slide. So you most excited for the aqua duck?
Yeah.
I think so. That was a big reason why we booked a cruise on the Fantasy was to be able to do the aqua duck. So when we did our sailing on the Magic,
I kept seeing nothing and I kept trying to dig.
the Magic only has the aqua dunk, which is like the big drop slide, and it doesn't have the big like roller coaster slide. So that was a big reason why we booked a cruise on
Because
the
I don't
Fantasy.
like.
Because we really wanted to
I
be
don't
able to
like
do that.
going
One.
down those type of slides.
You don't? I know that one was pretty scary.
I don't like to just hang out the edge and
There you go. That'll work. Good enough.
There we go.
All right. So that is you're most excited about the aqua duck water slide. What am I most excited about? I think I'm excited about the silver anniversary. Let's see, the silver anniversary.
Hey, Sheree, thanks for hopping on.
25 is
25 is silver.
it's a silver.
Yeah.
I think so.
Oh,
Silver
yeah.
anniversary.
can I go?
Well, one more question if you want to answer it, and then you can go. Okay. So let's hear what Daddy's most excited about for our cruise.
I am most excited about the Skyline Lounge.
Oh, the Skyline Lounge. That'll be fun. Yeah.
That'll be fun.
I'm excited to be back on the first ship that we ever sailed on
Together.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Hey, Sheree.
I'm-
Did you say hi to
And-
Sheree?
And,
I did say hi to
and,
Sheree.
Hi,
but
Sheree.
yes.
and my mom and dad will be getting the golden finger for me.
Do we
Yeah.
have a special room booked on this ship?
No, we
No.
just booked, like we spent a lot of time trying to decide what room we wanted for that sailing. Because the Fantasy and the Dream are kind of weird. They
They have some weird rooms on
they
them.
have these big like butt outs.
Hips.
And then
They
they
got
have hips. And the way the rooms are set up, like you're gonna be pretty much looking down on the lifeboats on most of the verandas, which
Mhm.
is I guess the case as well on like the Magic and the Wonder, but because they don't have that like kind of big bump out hip on them, it's not as much that you're just like looking straight down on the lifeboats.
Yeah, you're straight down on that ship.
Yeah. So we really tried to like look at what with a veranda, like what our view would be and kind of where it would be on the ship. And so we have one there's no lifeboat directly below it.
No.
So we're excited about that. But yeah, I think I'm most excited just to see what they do with the anniversary at sea.
Mhm.
Like
Well, they're obviously doing fireworks.
they're gonna have a
They already
special
told us that.
fireworks show. I'm excited about that.
Hey,
So
Wally,
that'll
we're
be
talking
really
about
cool.
the cruise.
I just want
Okay, buddy.
I know that's your golden brick. It's really cool. Okay, so we'll answer this last question, Wally, and then you can be dismissed. What are you most excited about for our Walt Disney World trip? So after we get off the cruise, we're going to go back to Walt Disney World. What are you most excited to do in Walt Disney World this summer?
like no.
Ride Big Thunder. I kind of thought that'd be
That-
nice. What
that-
about the new ride that's opening?
Tron.
Are you most
You
excited
excited
to
to
do
ride
Tron?
But
So
it's gonna be this fun.
it doesn't beat Big Thunder, not yet. You haven't been on it.
You haven't
yet.
been on
You
it
don't know.
But it might.
You don't know.
It will still not.
You don't think
I-
it's so
I
well?
know it won't.
Well, you get uploaded to the grid.
I know. I'm excited to do Tron.
Mhm.
That's like kind of the only reason we're even paying for park tickets,
Right.
is to do a day in Magic Kingdom to try and do Tron. I'm hoping we'll be able to get, I have like a thing on my screen. I'm hoping we'll be able to get a virtual queue for sure.
Mhm.
And then possibly, like, depending on what we get for a virtual queue, if we
Well,
get
and
a
also
virtual
depending on
queue,
the cost.
depending on the
timing.
cost, all the things, maybe we'll also do a lightning lane,
Yeah.
so we could try and ride it twice, because we're just doing Magic Kingdom like one day.
It'll be super interesting when this virtual queue opens up, because people have such a desire to go and ride it at night. If they're going to be a little bit more stickler on coming during your time, because you don't
it's
want
gonna be really weird.
you don't want people getting a virtual queue in the morning and then jamming up
Waiting, yeah.
the evening, because this ride is obviously
True.
much more enjoyable. Than the evening.
I have a feeling they're gonna be pretty strict about it.
I do too.
Like Guardians, they really didn't care what time you showed up
No.
at all for your virtual queue. I have a feeling that will not be the case for Tron. I do have a feeling.
I do have a feeling they'll be a little more strict on it. Yeah.
Hopefully, it's something that they like preemptively do and think about.
Yeah.
And they don't.
But probably won't. They'll
Like-
probably be reactionary.
I know. I know.
The first couple of days will happen. This soft open that they're doing,
Mhm.
and people won't show up for the
Maybe
virtual
that's why they're
queues.
doing the soft open though,
Maybe
to
to
kind
see.
of really vet some of that stuff.
if people will actually delay their rides
Right.
in May.
Well, and to be fair, like I think Guardians, they like really had that ride down to a science, and
Yeah.
knowing like the queue, and
Yeah.
because you had so much more space with the queue to do that,
Mhm.
you had a little bit more like, you froze the iPad. I've never seen it do that before.
But the other reason they've kept the
Mhm.
virtual queue with Guardians is that they really don't have that much of a standby line space.
No.
They just have that snake on the inside, the little bit at the bottom, and that's it. So
Yeah.
if the virtual queue is not open and it's standby, you're standing outside in the baking Epcot sun.
Yeah, and I mean, I think that the interesting thing about Tron though is like their queue is more just under queue.
Mhm.
So there's not as much room to like stack people along the way.
Yeah.
Like you don't have all these like show points
Right.
to get people through. Like it's just a line.
Yeah. And they have that
So-
whole walkway out front, that bridge that you can
Yeah.
put some umbrellas up, and
and all
your
these
extended
preview
queue.
events you don't get to trial that at all. Like,
No.
you have no concept of what it's going to be like when you really have like full crowds of people showing up.
Yeah.
So I think that is partly why they're doing the
Mm-hmm.
soft open. But what am I most excited about for our Walt Disney World trip this summer though? It's not Tron. I'm excited to do Tron.
I'm excited to do Tron. That's one of the main
It'll be
reasons
fun.
we're going down.
But I'm most excited. I think for that trip, I'm most excited to have a lot of resort time
Yes.
and to spend time with friends.
Yes.
So we've got lots of people
Mhm.
that we'll be seeing throughout that trip. People that are going to be staying with us, people that are going to be like joining us for various parts of the trip. And I think I'm just really looking forward to like time with good Disney friends
Mhm.
and time with resorts.
I'm excited. I mean, you scored a phenomenal room at Bay Lake Tower. So the theme park,
Yeah.
2-bedroom, those
That's going to be really fun.
awesome, 2 balcony rooms that
Yeah.
open up into the Magic Kingdom. You see the new Tron building. You
Mhm.
see Tomorrowland.
That'll be fun, I think.
I'm excited for that.
Yeah.
You requested a high room. We'll see if that comes in or not.
Yeah, we'll see.
There's
But
only so high you can get on those 2 bedrooms. I think 12th floor was the highest, and it goes up to
I think-
16.
yeah.
So
that'll be fun.
Mhm.
And then what am I so we've done what we're most excited for. So now the next question is, what is our number one must do for each of these?
can't leave these places without
Yeah.
doing
So
it.
we've
Okay.
we've said what we're most excited about, but what is our like must do? So what is your number one must do for our Disneyland trip? I think like Toontown.
I think
Absolutely, we
we
have to do
Toontown.
Toontown.
Yep.
And I want to do I want to ride. I know we've done Runaway Railway.
Yeah.
But I want to ride it there because honestly, the queue is what I'm the most excited for.
I'm excited for the queue there.
That
I'm
it's
excited
like
to
a
stand in line
museum.
for that ride.
Yeah.
Maybe earlier in the morning, so I'm not standing there for 2 hours like it's showing right now.
Right.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm
Excited for that.
Yep.
I think for me, that trip, like number one must do is Toontown.
For me, it's Pirates. That's why
Really?
that's why I put the shirt on, because Pirates is so much better.
That's your number one must do
Yeah,
for
we had to do
Disneyland?
in Disneyland. I had to do Pirates.
Interesting. Okay,
Yeah.
so what if we
Put the Pirates
what if
shirt
we
on,
expand this a little bit, because we have reservations for Disneyland. We have a 3-day ticket.
Yep.
So we've got Disneyland and we've got DCA. So your must do, you're saying your must do for Disneyland is Pirates.
Pirates.
My must do for Disneyland is Toontown.
Okay.
What about DCA?
See, I was thinking about DCA, and we did so much of that this summer.
We did do a lot
Yeah.
of DCA.
Was it this summer? When?
Well,
when
it
were we
was
there?
this fall.
Fall.
It was October, and then when
Yep.
we were there in February for
one
the
day.
DVC event, it was also in DCA.
So I feel like, I mean, that's why I was focused more on Disneyland. Honestly, I'd like to have a little bit more relaxation time in DCA, just more experience the
Yeah.
ambiance.
I'm excited for Wally to spend time in
I
the...
really enjoyed that Doctor Strange show.
You want to do that again?
I don't know if I'd do that again,
Yeah.
but I really enjoyed it.
I think my number one must do for DCA
Mhm.
is World of Color.
Yes.
That's like the one thing I want to make sure we do. And we're gonna try and book a dessert party, I think.
Mhm.
And so I really just want to make sure we like are able to watch World of Color.
Yeah. Yep.
That's like my number one must do for DCA. We've done a lot of Avengers Campus. We've done Incredicoaster so many times. We've done Cars. And I love all those things. And I definitely want to do all those things. But I think my must do is to like really like have a good spot and watch World of Color.
Yeah.
And then my other one is like for Wally, spending time at Redwood Creek Challenge Trail.
Yes. Oh, find the thing.
Yeah,
The thing
there
that you put
can
your
do,
hand in and get your spirit animal.
Yeah,
That's my must do.
that would be really
Yeah.
fun.
I was gonna say the Redwood Creek Challenge.
Yeah.
Because I've actually never done it with Wally. You've
Yeah,
done it.
you came in for like a minute, but
Yeah.
you didn't really
Well, the
like,
one time I was in the room and took video of you guys down
Uh-huh.
in it.
and then you like came. Did you come and pick us up? No, I guess you
No.
just did it when we walked through it for the Halloween
For the Halloween
for
party.
Oogie Boogie.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
no, I haven't done.
Yeah. So yeah. And then what is your must do like for the resort time? Because we're gonna be staying at Grand Californian. I want to do the water slide.
You're gonna do it?
Yeah, I didn't do it when we were there in October because it was,
Yeah, it was
cold.
so cold. Yeah.
It
So
was
if it's
very
warm
cold.
enough, I'll do it.
Yeah. Oh, it'll be warm enough. We're gonna be
Will we have time to do Trader Sam's?
maybe.
Maybe. That's my must do.
All right. What
Resort
about
time.
what is your must do for Universal Hollywood?
I mean, we have to do the
Super
the
Mario.
new Super Mario. Yeah.
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 I think like if I'm really narrowing it down, my must do is to get the power up bands and like try and unlock as much as possible.
Yeah.
And I think your must do is like the Mario Kart ride.
Yeah.
Yeah. I really like the last time we went.
I'm not even that sure. I asked Wally about the Jurassic Park ride. I'm not even that sure I want to do that.
It's a water
It's
ride.
a water ride. Why would I
I'm
want to
sure
do
you're
that?
not going to want to do that. You hate water rides. And I'm not doing it. We all know that.
Yeah.
I could barely do Splash Mountain. I'm not going to get on a dinosaur themed plummet to your death.
I think what's
water
super
ride.
interesting about Universal Studios Hollywood
Mhm.
is all the different levels.
Yeah,
Like,
that it's on
it
the
starts
two
up here. Well, it's kind of like 3 levels, really.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you're actually on the studio.
Yeah.
A lot. Which is really cool. Like their studio tour is really fun there because you're actually like really on like
It's actual
an
studio.
active studio.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think like I want to spend most of the time
Mhm.
in Super Mario World. I know when we went the very first time, I think pretty much we just did like Harry Potter.
I think so.
I mean, I've done very little outside of the Harry Potter worlds in Universal.
We haven't even looked up yet if you know what the height requirements are or anything. But sure,
But he's good because
good.
he's like met the height requirements for everything in Disney
Yeah.
World now. I mean, you can go on Incredicoaster, which
Yeah,
is
unless they have any 54-inch stuff,
they
but that's probably
might, but he
not.
wouldn't probably be writing
Yeah.
that stuff anyway.
Not sure I'll be right.
So that's a pretty easy one for like Universal Hollywood. So what is your must do for the cruise? That one's hard.
That one is super hard.
Yeah, like must do. Like can't get off the ship without doing it. I've been making such a long list of all the things to like remember. Hey, Amy.
Hey, Amy. Thanks for hopping
Hopping
on.
on.
Oh, must do. I mean, you know what? Actually, this just came across my radar. Some of those smaller theater shows. So, like you were just watching that one that we think got a preview of the Rogers musical.
Oh yeah, on the Marvel Day at Sea. Oh, I forgot about that. That's my must do for Hollywood for DCA.
Oh yeah, that'll be there, won't it?
Yeah, Rogers the musical.
Yes,
I think that's my must do
show
for DCA.
Yep.
Ooh, that's hard, but I think that's got to be my must do.
Yeah,
I really want to see that.
I really want to see that.
I really want to see that.
So if you don't know, they took from
Hawkeye,
the fake Rogers the musical, and turned it into Rogers the musical at
and I think
DCA.
they trialed it on the Marvel Day at Sea cruises.
Yeah,
that are like just happening right now.
I think so.
Yeah. And that's what's going to be in DCA.
Yeah,
I'm so excited.
Yeah, because we've seen some videos of it. I'm like, oh,
sorry, I totally got sidetracked.
I've never done any like shows or so that's my must do is more of the
more showtime,
small scale musicians. Like on the last day of the Dream Cruise, we went to the
Dream Cruise, the Wish Cruise.
No, were we just on the Magic? Sorry,
it's like we haven't been on the Dream.
On the Magic Cruise, the last day we went and sat in that lounge and listened to live. I want to do more enjoying live music in the lounge. On this one.
Well, I think that's kind of our goal in general on this cruise is like just to like do more like showtime. Like I think when we did the Magic, we really took advantage of shore excursions. Like we really enjoyed doing a shore excursion in Cozumel and doing a shore excursion in Progresso. And I think that this time we're not going to get off when we're in Cozumel. So just really enjoying like more ship time. I think like for Wally, the must do is the aqueduct. Like I think he's going to love that. And that's going to be a must do. My must do. Gosh, I don't know. There's so much I'm looking forward to about our cruise. Yeah, I mean, I think we're gonna be on the Fantasy. I think my must do is Remy.
Yep.
Because we're gonna be on the Fantasy.
Yep.
So I really want to do. I think I want to do the champagne brunch at Remy.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
I don't like the dinners as much because, like, first of all, you're already getting dinner, and all the dinners are really good.
The brunches are an amazing value.
Yeah, and you get to see the ocean.
You get to see the ocean. Those are beautiful facilities.
Yes, meant to have ocean views.
Yeah.
And so when you eat dinner
just panoramic windows.
unless you do an early dinner in the summer.
Yeah.
But if you do dinner there, you kind of miss out on that a little bit. I don't know. I think Remy.
Must do.
I think Remy's my must do.
When did we book that? Coming up
soon. I think soon. I can't remember what our
get
booking
those dates
window
on
is.
the calendar.
I think they're on the calendar.
Okay.
I don't know. Between like Disneyland, Disney World, and the cruise, all the dates of like when things open and booking is like, I have no idea.
Yeah.
But at least the cruise stuff is like at 10 p.m. for us. Disney World is at like 4 a.m.
Yeah.
Disneyland is like
7? I think it's 7
a.m.
Yeah.
I think.
Because I think it's 6 a.m. local, isn't it?
I gotta like figure all that out every time. Okay, so what is your must do for Walt Disney World?
So I think we have to do Guardians again.
Oh, that's your must do. I think my must do is Tron. Like, I think we have to do it.
Yeah, it's the whole kind of reason we're going down.
Yeah. I think that's like the biggest reason why we like are gonna go back to Disney World because that was like kind of the last thing that was like hanging on after like the 50th and like all the things was to do Tron.
Yeah. Are there supposed to be any of the new Epcot stuff open by then? The Moana walkthrough? There's Walcott's still going to be there.
Maybe the Moana stuff. I don't know. When
they have new pictures of the Mickey and Friends meet and greet at Communicore or whatever they're calling it.
Yeah. I don't know.
So I don't know if any of that stuff will be open yet.
I don't know when Moana opens. Sometimes it's like hard to keep track of all the things.
Well, and they've been delayed and so forth.
I know.
for so
I just
long
kind
that-
of don't count on any of it. Like even
No.
Toontown, I wasn't excited about it until like it
It
actually opened. Because I just don't like. I'm like, I'm not gonna count on it being open. I'm not
Could get
counting on it being
delayed.
there. So yeah, I mean, Tron feels like a surefire thing.
Yeah.
The thing about Epcot is we're not gonna go during the day. Like we're just gonna do the after hours event
Yep.
in Epcot. So
Of which
yeah.
that'll be interesting is will they do a virtual queue for the after hours event or will it be standby? I imagine they'll be standby.
I think it's standby from what I've seen with like at the after hour events. Those big rides are basically walk-ons. Like when they did DVC Moonlight Magic in
Mhm.
Epcot, it was a walk-on all night for Guardians.
Yeah.
Like you never waited.
Yeah, that ride can handle a
Yeah.
ton of people.
So I anticipate it'll be similar to that. I kind of assume that when they sell tickets for these after hour events, it's the same capacity as what it is when they do Moonlight Magic.
I'm sure, yeah.
I can't
Yeah.
imagine it's more than that, but maybe it is. I don't know. Okay, so then all the things. What part of the summer are you most excited about?
I'm most excited to get back on the cruise ship, honestly.
Me too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Get back on a boat.
I just think that
Because you truly cannot activate summer vacation mode if you're kind of in the chaos of the parks.
well, and that's why we're like not going to do a lot of park time.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm excited about Disneyland more than I am Disney World.
Fun fact, we'll
It
see
just
if
seems
we
easier.
keep it, but I've currently rented us a Nissan Leaf to
An
get
electric
around.
car.
An
Yeah.
electric car. So we'll see what that's like.
We'll see what that's like.
We'll see
Yeah,
if we
I
keep
don't know.
it.
I think I just am more excited. I'm like the most excited about the cruise. I've been consuming so much like cruise content on YouTube, just kind of like trying to pick up all the little like pointers and things. Yeah, I think the cruise is probably the part I'm most excited about. Anymore when we go on vacation, I'm the most excited about resort time.
Mhm.
And like road trip time, like finding little like hole in the wall places, discovering like something new, trying new food. Like that's really like for me what I'm most excited about when we go on vacation. And I think that as time has gone on, we've really come to enjoy more of the like in between time, the like downtime, the less like go. Like the parks just always feel so high pressure. Like you have to have the passes and you gotta be at the right place at the right time and you gotta be checking the app constantly and you gotta make sure you've got your dining reservations and you gotta like traverse from here to there. And sometimes you just don't have enough time. And just the like hustle and bustle of that, just it feels more and more exhausting as time goes on than it does like enjoyable. And I think that's what we enjoyed about having our annual passes is we didn't feel that as much.
Mhm.
We felt like we could really like take our time with things and like, if we only get on like one ride, that's fine.
Yeah.
Or you know what, like really we're going into the park tonight because we want to eat dinner at this fun spot. But if we ride rides, great. If not, whatever.
Yeah.
And I think it's why we enjoy like the Moonlight Magic events too, because it's just like it's a different way to experience the park, you know?
I mean, you can go ride hardcore if you want during
Right.
those events, but they have,
Yeah,
like,
I don't know.
they have
Just
tons of one-time characters out. And,
yeah.
You know, why would you?
I think we just enjoy that more.
Mhm.
And I think that's like what we've enjoyed about the cruises. Like what's wonderful about the cruise is like you pay for it all. You've got all your food, you've got your lodging. And if like, you know, we've talked about like maybe doing a video on this, but like when you compare apples to apples, you're essentially staying in a deluxe resort because really like the value of staying in a deluxe resort in Disney is the proximity to the parks and the pools. The rooms are like, I mean, they're kind of apples to apples. Like a room at Pop Century is essentially the same as a room at the Grand Floridian, really.
Yeah.
It's like a bed and a bathroom. You know, I mean, it's not really anything.
Probably got a little bit finer sheets at the Grand
Maybe.
Floridian.
I don't know. I mean, I
Yeah.
don't know if honestly, like, there's much more value than that, but it's
where you're at.
It's the proximity, right? And it's the like amenities of the resort itself. And so when you're cruising, like, you're essentially staying at a deluxe resort.
Yep.
And you know, you've got the characters, you've got shorter lines, you've got all this amazing food that's already been paid for. And so
what I find interesting about the characters, they only come out for 5 to 15 minutes.
Yeah, so in
and
the apps
you blast through them, and then the characters go.
Well, because that 5 to 15 minute is how long they let people line up.
Yep.
And then that's it. You know, but they come out so
All the time.
often.
Yep.
And you're not standing in the blazing sun.
Yeah.
You know, like, you're in a climate controlled nice area. We've talked about that before. Yeah, I don't know. I'm just like, I'm excited about, I love being out in the ocean. I love that you're like, you know, out in the world and like going someplace, wake up someplace new every morning. And just kind of the adventure of it, but also the like relaxing piece of it too.
Yeah.
You know? We seem to always go to Disney World in the summer. It's just what works best for us.
Horrible a time to go.
And it's like we're going, you know, late July, early August. It's just it's gonna be so hot and humid.
The sun.
We're paying for 2 park days.
And then doing 2 evening events, which
and
I'm
then 2
actually
evening
I'm
events,
excited to compare and contrast a full day in the park, slogging through the heat and the pain and the exhaustion of it, to an evening in the park.
Yeah.
I know which one I'm already gonna like more, but
it's so exhausting though when you spend like a full day in the Magic Kingdom in July. Like, it is draining, and so I know that's gonna be a factor, you know, and like we're gonna want to try and get our money's worth out of having a day ticket to the park, and it's gonna feel
painful,
a little daunting. Yeah, you know, I mean, like, I'm excited about it, but I'm probably least excited about our park time in Disney World than I am like our resort days,
hanging out with friends,
going to the pool. We're going to be staying at the Poly. We're going to be staying at Contemporary, Bay Lake Tower, and we're going to be staying now at the Boardwalk. We'll see when we get off of here if we decide to go back to Wilderness. I don't know. It's always such a hard decision.
Chad hasn't voted yet.
I know. Yeah.
Can I do a poll?
Would you rather stay at Wilderness or would you rather stay at Boardwalk? Knowing that you're going to be going to Epcot and Hollywood Studios.
I don't know how to do a poll
during that time. Oh yeah, you can do polls, can't you?
I know. I just don't know how.
I think it's through YouTube though. Like, because I think we're streaming through StreamYard.
Yeah.
I don't think you can do the polls, but I think if you're streaming
through YouTube.
Got
it. No poll.
Oh yeah, Amy, resort hopping again. Every time Mark's like, we're not staying at 4 different resorts.
We're not staying at 4 different resorts.
Or technically 5 if you include the cruise.
Oh my gosh.
We're at Old Key West, and then we're on a cruise.
Yep.
Then we're at
Poly.
Then we're at Bay Lake, and then we're at
Boardwalk.
TBD, but most likely Boardwalk.
Yeah. All right, so the choices are, Amy, Boardwalk. At a newly remodeled villa at the Boardwalk. Or Boulder Ridge.
At Wilderness Lodge.
Remodeled room.
It's a hard choice.
And we're gonna be at Epcot and Hollywood Studios
during that time. We have the late night event at Epcot.
But I have an electric car which needs to be charged somewhere.
And they do have charging ports.
Chargers at Wilderness Lodge.
But they don't
at Boardwalk. I can go to Hollywood Studios and charge there and just walk back and pick up my car when it's done being charged.
Amy says Boardwalk.
Okay, she's voting stay
Boardwalk. I think there's so much value in being close. We do have Beach Club waitlisted. If Beach Club comes through, like, I feel like that's an even easier choice because their pool is
10,000 times better.
Amazing, and it'd be super amazing for the summer.
Plus, when you stay in DVC, you're in that back corner, and you're like
right
stone's throw from Epcot.
Yeah, but I think Boardwalk would be nicer. I don't know. It's really hard to say because the pool at Wilderness is really, really fun.
It's really fun.
But to be honest, we've never done the pool at Boardwalk.
No.
No.
I can't even think of where the pool is at Boardwalk. Actually, there's the clown pool.
That's the clown pool.
That's the clown pool?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, no, we've never done that.
Yeah, we've never done it.
Yeah.
I mean, I think they have another pool too.
They have
in
a
the
quiet
DVC.
pool farther around.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because all DVC properties have a quiet pool.
I don't know. I think Boardwalk too, Amy. I don't know. It's really, really hard. I feel like we need to like decide today because it'll probably be gone. Oh, I don't know. But I think we're gonna do Boardwalk for now. Keep our wait list for Beach Club. See if that comes through.
Loading up a map here of.
You gotta look and see where it's at.
Yeah.
It's like pretty central. It's like here's the main lobby.
Yeah.
And the
There's
pool's
that
over
pool.
here. And these are the DVC, aren't they?
What's this?
Or is that the DVC?
Yikes.
This is the big pool.
This is the big pool.
But is this
So-
the DVC villas? The DVC villas are over here.
Yeah, they're farther over, so this map doesn't even get us there.
But you're closer to the main pool of the DVC
Yes.
than you are at the like main resort area, I think.
Maybe we do this one.
I don't know. It was really kind of boring for people watching because
They can't see it. Here. Okay, never mind. Never mind.
Yeah, it's behind the boardwalk. The main pool of the slide is on the villa side behind the boardwalk area.
Yep.
Yeah. I know. And it does like it makes a huge difference when you have that ease of getting in and out of the parks. And it's just really it's kind of fun. Like we can walk to Hollywood Studios or take the Skyliner.
Yep. Well, and it would give us a fun, I can drive over to Hollywood Studios, plug my car in, and
Yeah.
Because I'm staying on property, I don't have to pay.
Yeah.
So I'm just here to use your car charger.
I know.
Thanks.
Yeah. If you
Push
can,
the Tesla
if you
out of the
can get
way.
a spot at it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I wonder if people leave them there like overnight.
No,
Yeah.
but I'd show up at the near the end of the day, plug it in for an hour. That should be enough.
Should be. I know. It'll be interesting.
We maybe-
We just like to add lots of like complicated factors when we travel just to like challenge ourselves, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Don't currently own an electric car. Never really done that before.
Yeah, well, I mean it's like it's cheaper to rent to begin with.
It was $110 cheaper. Yeah.
And
No gas.
you don't have to pay for gas.
You have to pay for 1 or 2 times to charge it, and that's $5-10.
Well, do you pay to charge it?
You do have to pay to charge.
Oh, you
yes.
do. You
Yeah.
pay to charge them at
Yes.
Disney.
Yeah.
Interesting.
The only place you don't have to pay were those rinky-dink plugins that I
Plugins
showed
at
you
the
at
Grand
Grand
Floridian.
at Grand Floridian. Yeah,
Interesting.
yeah, because they're literally like outlets in the parking lot.
Interesting. It'll be an adventure.
All right, here, Amy's.
Yeah.
Okay, see, that's why we have to keep it.
I
We're
know.
we're gonna take the first hit for you, Amy, and see what it's like.
We do have we don't have a lot of driving that we're doing on the trip. Like
We drove down
we're gonna go down to Haines City one day, which is like 45 minutes to an hour
Mhm.
from the Poly. So that shouldn't be a problem.
no.
2 hours on an electric car.
Yeah.
Should be good.
Mhm.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
I'll make sure it's fully charged. We'll see. It'll be exciting. Oh boy.
We'll let you know how it goes, Amy.
Yeah, we'll see. Maybe doing a live stream from the side of I-4. Hello,
happens
we're
when your
live. Please
rental
come
card-
pick us up.
When your rental car dies.
We'll see. All right. Well, I think that we invited Dawn to hop on if she was able to, just to kind of tell us her experience with Tron. But we let her know we're like, you're in Disney, like enjoy
Yeah.
Disney, prioritize that. So I'm sure she's just having a good time.
Make sure you check out the Hitchhiking Bones on
Yes.
Tuesday, because she's already guaranteed she's going to be talking about
She's
Tron.
very
She talked a
excited
little
to talk
bit on
about
a
Tron.
pop-up stream
Yeah.
this afternoon. She'll be talking a little bit more about it, I assume, tomorrow on her monorail stream.
Yep.
But then at minimum, she has all of her pictures and stuff on Tuesday she'll
Yeah.
be sharing. So
Because she got to do the D23 preview, which the D23 previews are just so much fun. I'm kind of sad they don't have any other new rides coming for a while to do a
there's
D23 preview.
nothing for a while. I don't know what D23 is going to do except twiddle its thumbs,
I
maybe.
know. Well, they'll have movie premieres and stuff.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, Disney has no
I know.
rides in the queue anymore, which is interesting when you compare to an entire park coming online for Universal. So,
But I mean, Disney already has 4 parks,
right.
And like they have 4 parks in Florida.
Right.
They have 2 parks in.
But the second
California.
you stop,
I know.
you fall behind.
Well, I don't know.
Yeah.
We'll see. It'll be interesting to see. There's definitely going to be a lot more competition between like Universal and Disney in the years ahead. I think that Disney keeps like throwing things out there, like we're going to build Avatar in California. We're going to do something beyond Big Thunder.
Yeah.
And I think they're just kind of like throwing things at the wall to see what sticks.
Yeah.
Honestly, I don't know. It's going to be really interesting to see. I mean, we're always going to be Disney fans. I just think that our money is going to be shifting from like the parks to the cruise line.
Yep.
I think that that's kind of where we've settled in, like wanting to spend our Disney dollars is at sea versus at land. But
where your dollar goes further.
But I mean, we own DVC. We love DVC. We're going to have points that we need to use. So we'll definitely be doing more time on, both coasts, but, maybe a while before we make it back to the parks after the summer. So I'm really looking forward to the summer, to just like going all out, doing all the parks, doing all the Disney things. It's going to be a really, really fun summer. And in the middle of that, we didn't even talk about it, but we are going to do like a whole Midwest tour as well.
That's summer mode.
That's where all of our family is. And so we're going to do really, I think, our first big road trip with Wally.
Yep. So that'll be fun.
Yeah.
Exciting.
He's in a booster seat now. That makes a huge difference. Before he was always like in a car seat and like even a like high back, and it's like, he gets all hot and sweaty and it's just not very comfortable for him. And so we just never felt great about doing like a long cross country hours in the car type trek. But we will be doing Iowa, Minnesota, Wisconsin, Nebraska, because we got to cross it to get there. Yep. But we will be spending some time in Nebraska. We're going to spend some time in Omaha. So it'll be really, really fun. And it'll be really fun to like go see family and just to like go back to our
one of the weekends with the Wonderfuls will be from that trip. I can't remember. We're going to be in Omaha.
Omaha.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that'll be fun.
We'll take you all around downtown Omaha.
Yeah. So,
all right. Well, anything else, hon?
No, I think next weekend we're planning to do the 50th anniversary
to round out
Run Disney
Walt
5K.
Disney World, the Magic Kingdom's 50th year in existence. We got the 5K medals in hand.
Yes.
We need to earn them. We're going to take you along with that.
We'll see what that looks like because the weather's a little
again. This weather, this
springtime in Colorado is a little iffy. It's not looking great right now. But we'll see. We'll see how it pans out. We got to find a good place to do it because our neighborhood has great walking trails and things, but the cell signal is horrible. So we're gonna have to find like a really good like trail spot to do it. I mean, maybe if it's gonna be warmer in Denver, we'll make our way down there or something. We'll see. Maybe we'll do. I have an idea. I have an idea. Okay. All right. We'll wait and see. We'll wait and see where we're streaming from and what that's going to look like. But the plan is to do the 5K next Sunday. So come join us for that. We'll be walking and chatting. We'll come up with some fun commentary to share as we're making our way through 3.1 miles, earning our medal. I anticipate it'll probably be a little bit longer than an hour stream just because we're not going to like run it. Yeah. So probably it'll be closer to like an hour and a half stream. Yeah. I'm guessing. We'll see. So stay tuned for that.
Stay tuned for that.
In some capacity, we will be completing a 5K next weekend.
Well, thank you all for coming. Make sure you hit that like button before you leave. Any new friends that have come back or on Team Replay, hit that thumbs up and hit that subscribe and bell icon to be notified of our next video. Yes. Thanks to Dean at the Live Place for hosting a list of all family-friendly live streamers. Dean at liveplace.com.
And then make sure you check out Hitchhiking Bones. If you're not subscribed to them already, go subscribe and hit that notifications bell, because Dawn's been doing some pop-up live streams while she's been down there. I think she'll be live tomorrow for her monorail crawl, and then Tuesday nights they always go live. We used to do Tuesday nights, but it just wasn't a good night for us. So make sure you're over there on Tuesday to hear all about Tron and the D23 preview. I think she got to ride it like 6 or 7 times, so she's gonna have a pretty good assessment of the ride and like really what it was like and how it felt and all the like pro tips. So we're very, very excited to hear all about that.
And Amy sent in the chat, we gotta go back and look at it, how Corey filmed this forward facing things. I might need to pick your brain on that.
Yeah.
Amy.
Yeah.
So we're ready to do that when we're down there.
Yes. So thank you guys for hanging out with us.
Yeah.
It's always a fun time.
Is the Wonderful World of Walter.
We love you guys just the way you are.
Bye.